Hey everybody, welcome to our Wednesday where we share words of wisdom. Today we're going to be talking about be careful who you treat like trash. Be careful who you treat like trash. I hope that no one is doing that and is really evaluating themselves in terms of how they are relating to other people and how they have relationships with other people. We know the saying that says, one man's trash is another man's treasure. What someone views as trash, someone else views it as treasure. They see something valuable in it. In the Bible, it talks about, for we have this treasure in earthen vessels. I don't know, I may be quoting that wrong. But this treasure is in earthen vessels. God has a treasure that's placed on the inside of us, and that is truly who we are. What you see on the outside is just a shell. What's on the inside of us is something that is so valuable, so precious, so marvelous in the eyes of God, because He created us, He molded us, He shaped us into what He wanted us to become. And for many of us, those who are continuing to go through a refinery and a process of purging and a process of a hard press, to get to that diamond, God is still refining us. He's still refining and redefining us, because He knows that there is more to us than what we even see in ourselves. Sometimes, we look too much on the outside and we judge people from the outside. But Lord says that He looks at the heart. Man looks at the outward appearance, but God is looking at our hearts. And He knows that beyond all of this stuff that you see, that we may say that is garbage, God said, I see value in that, because I created that person. I created this individual, and so we should not view people as trash. We should not even say that they are trash. We should not even treat them like trash. And back to that, one man's trash is another man's treasure. When someone can see beyond what they see on the outside of you, that is something, those type of people you really want to have around you. You know why? Because those people will push you, those people will encourage you, those people will motivate you to be all that you can be, and they will try to unlock the potential that is inside of you. Matter of fact, they will be speaking to that potential, because they know that you have greater potential. You may be showing something right now, but they see an even greater potential for you to thrive, for you to prosper, for you to grow, for you to develop. And so you want to be connected to those types of individuals that see beyond what you can even see in yourself, and will be able to foster that, will be able to cultivate that, because no one wants to be considered trash. We've been broken down. Look, our people have been broken down enough. We've been talked down on. We've been depressed, oppressed, suppressed, and we have not been impressed by any of these things, because we have dealt with a lot of racism and prejudices, and even among our own race, we have dealt with so much, so many hard hits, so many blindsided hits, and so much of backstabbing, and so much of degradation of our own race of people. Sometimes, it gets hard and laborious to even be able to interact with your own kind, because there are so much turmoil, is so much of negativity, is so much of rejection, and it's so much of a press, and no one wants to continue to go through that. If you know that the white man, come on, let me just be real. The white man is pressing us. He's doing things, on the job, wherever we go, and it seems like you can never get ahead. And then you got your own kind that's pushing you down to those crabs, those snakes, those folk, those vultures, those vipers, that are continuing to push you lower and lower and lower. Who wants to go through that? You can never find the treasure on the inside of you when you're always surrounding yourself with people who's always there to push you down, to degrade you, to make you feel insignificant, to make you feel like you have no value. We as Black people, we need to encourage one another. Now, we may not like certain things about each other. That's called family. Okay? I might not like your attitude, but that's called family. Because in your family, you got a knucklehead. You got somebody in there that likes to, throw their words out. They're very outspoken. They will talk about you. They will embarrass you. All of this kind of stuff. That's called family. But at the end of the day, you still love that family member. You might keep your distance from some time. You may not go to their house as often because you know that, they're going to ostracize you or ridicule you or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, that's still family, and you still love your family regardless. Family may want to be in your business. They want to, try to find out what's going on in your house. Yeah, that's family. Them the people on your job. Yeah, they family. They crooked, some of them, some of the ones that's in your groups, whichever groups you in, whether it's ministry or whether it's any other kind of affiliation outside of ministry, you in these particular groups, and you think, oh, this is my sister, this is my brother, yeah, doing all these different signs, and I didn't go into all that stuff. I never really was too impressed with it, but to each his own. But they do all that stuff. At the end of the day, they're going to talk about you. They're going to say things, and you're going to have some altercations within those types of groupings as well. But at the end of the day, that's still your family. They still a part of the group that you're a part of, and you still love them, even though they may be cray-cray, even though they may get on your last nerve, even though they may be trying to emulate you and copy you and do everything that you do. That's family. That's family. They may not do everything right. They may not say everything right. They may not act right. They may embarrass you in front of, but that's family. One thing about family, we know how to deal with family, but when it comes to co-workers, when it comes to people in these different groups and affiliations, sometimes we hold back, we pull back, and we don't want to say certain things. We don't want to tell them the hardcore truth about who they are and what they're doing. How they could be hurting us. Even in our families, we may be that way. But sometimes you have to let people know where you coming from. You have to let them know, look, you hurt me. Look, you said something to me that was very disheartening, and I didn't like that. Not to try to tear them down, but to just show them where, hey, they have some areas where they need to come up. That may even help them to be a better person. That may even push away some of the debris and dirt that's around them so that you can see their treasure. Maybe they're trying to get attention. Maybe they just need a little love. Maybe they just need you to just spend some more time with them. You just never know. You never know. But be careful who you treat like trash. Is the same person that you treat like trash, you're going to need them. You're going to need them. Even though sometimes they get on your last nerve, you may need that person. Don't push them away. I tell you, oh Lord, sometimes I'm like, Lord, you got some friends that's a little cray-cray sometimes. They'll call you and be talking. And I'm like, oh Lord, just give me strength. Just give me strength. I still love her. I still love him. But Lord, I know I might have some crazy areas in my life. And I said, oh, Jesus, this right here going to take me out. This right here going to make me fly off on another end. You see what I'm saying? So you got some of them type folk in your life. You got some of them type folk that probably be around you. But you got somebody got to be a light. Somebody got to minister to them. Somebody got to encourage them. Somebody got to love on them. Somebody got to spend some time, some extra time, maybe an extra 15, 20 minutes of, I didn't really want to hear that, but I'm going to hear this anyway because they got to get it out of them. They just want to release themselves. So I'm going to let them release themselves. They just family. Just family. They just family. Now I'm going to go to the scripture that says in the Bible, it talks about I am fearfully and wonderfully made. God made us fearfully and wonderfully. Okay? So embrace that. Embrace that. Embrace that in people. Sometimes we just need to find the good in folk and just foster that. You know what I'm saying? Cultivate that. Stir that up. Pull out the good qualities they have and just expound on it. Magnify it. Build it up. Encourage them. And sometimes that encourages folks to even change their behaviors. If you just focus on the good qualities that they have, then you'll find out that they have more in them than you care to even notice, that you care to even try to discover. Be careful who you treat like trash. And we don't want to treat nobody like trash. People, our people, my people, our people, Black Americans, we need to treat each other with respect, mad love and mad respect. You hear me? We need to treat each other with mad love and mad respect. It's too much death going on. It's too much grief going on. It's too much stress and all these kind of things that's happening around us. You don't know who out to send. You don't know who is for you and against you nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who out to kill you. You don't know who out to plan your demise or don't want you to prosper, hating on you, don't want you to prosper, and praying that something happened to you. Oh my God. With so much opposition going on, we should be having mad love and mad respect for our brothers and sisters and our family. Okay? Because they're your family. They may be cray-cray. I'm going back to cray-cray, but they your family. They may not treat you worth a crap, but they your family. Find something good to talk about. Find something good to say about them when you're around them. Because at the end of the day, they family. Yeah, they family. They lie, they cheat, they cuss, they do all kind of stuff. They get all in your business, and you have to correct them, and you got to put them in their place, and you feel uncomfortable around them, and you don't want your kids around there, all that type stuff. Yes. Come on now. Let's be careful who we treat like trash. We don't want to treat no one like trash because we don't want to be treated like trash ourselves. I don't know anyone who wants to be treated like trash, who wants to be treated like they're nothing. I can take you and put you in this garbage can and let the garbage collectors come and get you. Nobody wants to be treated like that. Everyone has what we call value. God would not have purposed them to be here if they didn't have value. Everyone has value. Some people discover the value that's inside of them. Some people don't. I pray that each one that hears this message recognizes the value that's inside of them. You're valuable to somebody. You're valuable to me. Because you help me to keep pushing. You help me to keep going. So I value you. I value your gifts. I value your time. I value your uniqueness, your abilities, the special qualities that God has given you. I value you. I value that in you. And I don't think you're trash. Matter of fact, I think you're the greatest treasure that the world has ever seen. That's what I think of you. Let's start bringing that out in people. Let's start speaking into people's lives and watch things change. Watch trash that we may view as trash become treasure. Let God show and reveal to you the true nature of an individual. Sometimes it just takes that. You just asking God to show you that person. Show the real authentic person, and then you minister to them in relation to what God has revealed to you concerning that individual. I love you. You can't do nothing about it. God loves you more. You can't do nothing about that either. So this is our Wednesday for today. I hope you Take it, apply it, let it soak in, and just remember the words that we've talked about. All right, you all. God bless you. Enjoy the rest of this fantabulous day. That's a new word. All right, and we will see each other again for another Wild Wednesday. Bye-bye now.